Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot at startup funding and investing. The lead investor leads the process of negotiating the terms of a deal with the startup. Here are some key attributes of a lead investor. Has a strong interest in funding the startup. Has previous experience with venture capital investing. Is familiar with venture term sheets and terminology. Has experience with investors in early stage funding. Understands the due diligence process and what needs to be done. Understands the legal aspects of startup funding. Approaches the work to be done as a professional. Has time available to engage in the diligence process as a lead investor. And takes responsibility for the outcome of the process. Can work well with others both on the startup side and the investor side. Has good communication and negotiation skills. Can provide leadership through difficult situations. The lead investor must be organized and efficient in their work. Consider these attributes for a lead investor for your fundraise. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start something today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.